We'll start with that. What does that mean to you to get spring MVP, especially when you consider the guy that you've had to replace?
Yeah, it was really made me feel really good because I'm filling some really big shoes, and I was trying to just step up to the plate and knock it out of the park, because I don't want to be as good as him. I want to be better than him. So getting that accomplishment was really important to me.
We go Sam over on the left.
What would you say are some of the biggest challenges in stepping into your new role, and how have you dealt with those throughout the spring?
The biggest challenges were probably blocking Bobby Brown as he's hovering over my snap hand. I wasn't really struggling that much because I was the backup center all year last year, so I already knew the calls and knew the offense. So I was just kind of stepping in and just working on technique all spring.
Questions? Okay.
What is it like facing Bobby Brown rep after rep in practice?
It's a challenge, He comes every time, and we go 4 plays on, 4 plays off, so he gets his breather, then he comes back full force. And if you're not going against him, you're going against Justin Matabuke, So it's there's no letting up any play, and it just makes you better.
We go all the way to the back to Mike.
I know it's only been spring, but how's the rapport between you and Kellen so far? As far as the center quarterback?
I think it's great. Yeah, we're boys. We hang out outside of the football facility too. So I think we have a good friendship outside of football, and we just get along on the football field as well. So it's really good.
Right in front of Wendell.
Last year in the spring, obviously everything was new. Coach Fisher was trying to teach you guys everything. Can you compare where you guys are now to where you were last year at this time?
We made leaps and strides from where we were last year, because last year we were just focusing on learning the offense, what are the calls, and the defense was figuring it out too. So we were it kind of made it harder on us trying to figure out what's the right call to make whenever the defense is all moving around. So this year we were really just able to focus on situations, technique, and just getting better personally because we already knew the offense.
On your left is Sam.
Given the way you guys finished last year and how spring has gone, I guess what would you say is kind of the attitude and the vibe of this team right now as you guys head into deeper into the offseason?
Be great. We want to win a national championship, SEC championship, go undefeated. We want to be dominant in the SEC, and we want to be feared by our opponents.
On the right side to Ben.
When y'all went back and looked at, I guess, the amount of sacks that y'all gave up last year, I guess, did y'all ever pinpoint kind of why that was, and what's one thing y'all are doing to kind of fix that going into next year?
Coach Hinson and Coach Grimes have kind of worked with us a lot, pretty much every single day on our pass pro and just body position and not leaning as much and kind of just cutting off angles. Because last year we were kind of just set the same way every single rep, and I mean for a defensive lineman that's just it's just easy pickings, So this year we kind of we changed up our sets. We're not leaning nearly as much. We're using our hands, and we're just developing as players.
Gabe will finish us off.
How much of that has been the Hinson factor? How much specifically for you have you developed under him early?
I've developed a lot with Coach Hinson and Coach Grimes. I come in and meet with either one of them, pretty much every single off day. Watching the film, just getting the little details right, like hand placement, replacing hands, my foot, if it's a few inches off, just little small details that I've just been trying to perfect my craft.